Newsbud is a truly independent alternative because it is 100% people funded. Without you, we cannot build the independent news source that we, the people, deserve. Visit Kickstarter.com and support Newsbud. We live in a very unique window of history where we have a wealth of information available at our fingertips. A window that I believe is closing. The propaganda, the misinformation, the disinformation campaigns are in full swing, and we are seeing censorship everywhere. Now, how many news sites out there do you know that are operating without being influenced financially or with a political agenda, but are operating based on facts and integrity? Now, there is a war happening right now. The war has been declared on the alternative media. The alt media is being branded as fake news in an attempt to discredit. On the Friday before Christmas weekend last year, Obama quietly signed into law the 2017 National Defense Authorization Act, which really wasn't a big surprise. But the big surprise / Christmas gift that was buried deep inside of the provisions was the Countering Foreign Propaganda and Disinformation Act of 2016, also known as the Countering Information Warfare Act of 2016. Now, this marks further curtailment of press freedom and serves as a means to discredit and eliminate news and information that does not conform to the official state-run narratives. Now, it wasn't long after that, lists began to surface in the universities and were published in the mainstream media accusing alternative news sites as being Russian propaganda. Is this coincidence? I don't think so. The language in the bill calls this foreign propaganda a national security threat, as it seeks to undermine national security objectives and calls for a whole-of-government approach, leveraging all elements of national power to counter this disinformation. So how will the government counter this foreign propaganda? Well, with your tax dollars, of course, paying for the Center for Information Analysis and Response, where they will track, evaluate, analyze fake news, and disseminate their own counter-propaganda targeting online, print, and social media, and so on. But it appears an even more effective tactic is currently being deployed on the alt media that is crippling many sites. They are hitting them hard, and they're hitting them where it hurts most. They are being targeted financially, and we are seeing this everywhere. The alt media really has left themselves vulnerable by allowing their very survival to depend on corporate advertising.
Like, what was it? Thursday, I get an email from YouTube about that show and about how it's been demonetized. Why don't you pull up this demonetized thing? So I get this email. Hi, Vin Armani. Thanks for submitting your videos for monetization. We didn't approve your videos for monetization because the content in your videos or video details may not be advertiser friendly. If you believe that the content in your video is advertiser friendly, you can request an additional review below. So I'm going to dispute this and see what happens. So here I told them to review it. You got this after review thing. So then they sent me back, after review, hi Vin Armani. After reviewing your video, we've confirmed that the content in your video or video details aren't advertiser friendly. As a result, your video can't be monetized.
So AdRoll blocks us off. We've got other systems as well. And they say, you are fake news. You are not allowed to have free speech. It says right here in the email this morning, we were projected to be over 5 million this year with this program, 3.3 last year. After expenses. All content on your website should be relevant, they decide, accurate, informative, and up-to-date. Any claims should be easily verifiable. We are not able to promote websites that intentionally misrepresent. No judge, no jury. They just claim and just say, I'm worthless, I'm bad. Their businesses or use any tactic to falsely enhance reputation or misrepresent actual offerings. And they are cutting the money out.
This dependency on ad revenue has transformed the media landscape, and these sites need to generate high volumes of traffic in order to make money on the ads that they are running. Now, this can often lead to sensationalism in a story or in a headline. And now that this dependency has been established, the alt media is essentially being held hostage by these corporations, and they are pulling the plug. Now, this current model of easy money from corporate ads is coming to an end, and with it we will witness many sites fold. Now, this is one of the many reasons Newsbud does not run ads. Another reason is it's a conflict of interest. We will not be dependent on the government, the foundations, or the corporations. We have been and always will be 100% people funded.
And the fact that we have not ever run advertisements from any corporations on our website, that we have never been connected financially or in any kind of relationship to any foundations. And those foundations, they operate with their own set of agendas. So people have been hungry and thirsty for this. And for the first time, they see a potential and opportunity of having this kind of a medium as a news organization.
We are attempting to do something that has never been done before. A full-fledged media organization with over a dozen people on the payroll that is 100% people funded. Now, this is where you come into the picture. We the people are not as powerless as they want us to believe. In this war against the true alternative media, you have 100% power to win this war against the real alternative media.
If you contribute to a platform like Newsbud, you are doing more to affect change than you would be through contributing monies to a presidential candidate or to one of these opaquely operating political platforms. Why do I say that? Is because you're directly and materially and energy-wise supporting a tactically deployed rebellious crew to dig up and at the least present you with what's actually happening out there. You, audience member, are already spending a significant amount of time trying to decipher what's actually happening versus what you intuitively know are bollocks, as my friends in the UK would say. So Sibel mentioned NPR earlier. You know, NPR pre-9/11 was very different from NPR, National Public Radio, and American Public Media in the U.S. post-9/11. That wasn't coincidental. It was a sense of government mandate coming down on them and saying, this is how you will be presenting information. So if you genuinely are curious as to where to deploy your hard-earned funds, Newsbud is the antithesis of you being a cog in the wheel, because it literally arms you in the philosophical sense with knowledge or gnosis to then be able to completely view current affairs, completely view yourself and your role in the world in a different sense. So that's my rant with regard to the Kickstarter and the need for not just, oh, give money to us, but revolt against all of what you've been conditioned with through supporting a platform like Newsbud in order to further empower you.
You play such an important role in the very survival of our media operation. You have the ability and the power to make a one-of-a-kind, people-powered media that is free from the corporate and political strings possible. Now, that is why it's so critical and imperative that you support Newsbud. With your help, we have already built the foundation. We have put together a top-notch team of professionals and experts. And in order to continue this operation and sustain and even grow in the future, we need your help and support now more than ever. The best way to support Newsbud, a truly independent alternative, is to donate on Kickstarter. Many donations receive perks like subscriptions and hats and t-shirts and DVDs, all the way up to private tours of the studio and meeting with the founder of Newsbud, Sibel Edmonds. Or you can subscribe to our website where you'll get access to exclusive content. If you like and appreciate what we've been able to accomplish in a very short period of time, and you want to see more, then please go to our Kickstarter today and make your donation. It's fast, it's easy, and don't wait or think that someone else is going to do it. We need you. We need you and your support today. We would like to thank each and every one of you out there who has supported independent media and supported Newsbud. Thank you.
You, our generous supporters and community members, are the reason we exist. You are the power that has kept us operating and expanding towards this amazing success. And you are the sole determinant of the continuation and steady expansion of Newsbud operations. Please join us. Join the Newsbud movement by kindly and generously pledging towards this 100% people-funded media with integrity. Yes, we have accomplished a lot, but this is only the beginning, and that is my promise to you.